Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on the time zone. Now, the Finance Bill 2024 has gone into the first reading, and we are well aware that Ruto is introducing new taxes that is now becoming, a surprise to many Kenyans. Motor vehicle tax. And let border borders know that they are going to be part of these taxes. So we're not talking about only cars. They will come for your motorbike. Ruto has put it at 2.5%. The minimum you can pay is 5,000. The highest, 100,000. So, Honorable Luke, who is one of the UDA member of parliament, was on Citizen TV. And he was asked by Sam Gituko to explain, why should Kenyans, motor vehicle owners pay this tax? Which kind of a tax is this one? Just explain what kind of a tax is this one. And in his response, at first place, he said that it's not all Kenyans who use day-to-day. And in his response, he said that motor vehicle is not day-to-day consumption by all Kenyans. How true is this statement?
Reject.
Okay, motor vehicle tax, it is not new, you say. It has happened in the US. So why is it good for Kenya?
Sir, motor vehicle is not a day-to-day consumption for all Kenyans.
What?
Now, Sam Gituko insisted on his question. And Luke went further to say that motor vehicle are used as capital for generating income. So it should be taxed. So, there is somewhere he was dropped. Now, it is not specific vehicles that are going to be taxed. It's all vehicle, including a motorbike. Sam Kiduko asked him a question. You drove to Citizen TV Media House. How was your car generating income in that way? In fact, it's consuming fuel. What about these people who have their personal car for family? You drive from one point to another. How do you generate income by that means? In fact, it is consuming. He was unable to answer this question, but you can see, even UDA themselves fails to explain this kind of a new tax.
If the motor vehicles are used as capital for generating income, if we are taxing elements which are generating income, which can be able to repay themselves, then there's a room for discussion. There's a room for discussion as far as that is concerned.
Mheshimiwa Ruku, you got here, how did you get here? You drove or?
Yes, I drove.
You generated income?
Some are being paid by Kenyans, isn't it? I've been paid by Kenyans.
To drive?
No. I've been paid. Probably I have some other businesses. Probably I have some other business from here. Probably I'll go to one of my business in town, or I'll be able to check other businesses around. I will drive there. But what you're saying is, anything that is producing or generating income need to be taxed.
What?
Consumption.
So you want to tax my laptop?
For a Kenyan to put food on table, we don't need to tax that. What we need to tax.
Mheshimiwa Ruku, so I have a laptop here.
Yes.
I use it to do my work.
Yes.
I get paid a salary. It is taxed, pay as you earn, and all the other taxes that accrue. You want this tax as well? This is not a business. It's a vehicle business.
Listen.
Yeah.
We use our vehicles to generate income.
Oh, no. How? It's a mix of transport, isn't it?
You have a lorry, isn't it?
This is not...
No. I'm giving you an example. You have a lorry which is transporting your potatoes from your farm to the market. That lorry is generating income for you.
But you have income tax that is being taxed, isn't it?
On that potato, you're going to pay tax, the income.
But also, this is a tool. The tool which you are using to do production.
Now, this is not the first time these people are failing even to explain their own manifesto. Just go back to 2022 during the campaign. Alice Wahome was asked a question to explain the meaning of bottom up.
What is trickle down and what is bottom up in simplified terms?
By working from the bottom down.
Top down?
Yeah, from up to from top to bottom.
Now you can imagine if those members of parliament elected on UDA ticket, their own manifesto, they could not explain. So how do you even expect them to explain this kind of taxes that are being introduced by William Samoei Ruto? They don't know. Everything is prepared from Statehouse, and they're just given a directive, go and pass this bill. You hear someone saying that, I don't understand the bill, it was too huge to read. But look here, the same way they came out to deny about their understanding about the avocado taxation. Now again, they are here talking about motor vehicle. They're saying not all Kenyans use motor vehicle, which is a lie. So they can't explain it. The truth is that you are going to pay for these taxes, whether you own a car or not, because for those who are in a business in public means of transport, what are they doing? If you charge them, as we said in the previous video, they will transfer this one to the customer. So, as a passenger, while you use this means of transport, you will pay for this. Because there is no man or woman who goes in business to make losses. They both go in business to make profit. So you will carry that burden. Let no one lie to you that because you don't own a car, so you don't consume, that kind of product. You use it. That's the truth. But they cannot explain here.
What is trickle down and what is bottom up in simplified terms?
By working from the bottom down.
Top down?
Yeah, from up to from top to bottom.
Don't be cheated by semantics.
From the bottom down.
Kizungu mrefu.
Jana anashangaa mambo ya bottom up economic model.
Kwa sababu hata kama watu ni maskini, sio wajinga.
If you did this and you say bottoms up, this is the bottom. Mtu anameza kila kitu.
Langata primary.
Yeah.
This is the tear gassing children.
Right.
This piece of land has been linked to Deputy President William Ruto.
The same rock DP who has been in government now for 8 years comes and tells young people in this republic that I want to bring bottom-up economy. Bottom-up, what is bottom-up?
This is the bottom. Mtu anameza kila kitu.
What is it in Swahili? Matako juu.
Your Excellency, with all due respect, a lot of land cases have touched on you.
When the children are being tear gassed, how did you feel about it?
Look at me. My name is William Ruto.
What can you do? Is it just a story? Even thieves can tell you stories.
Now, as we conclude our discussion, just a quick request for those who are watching and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our return subscribers, Samasha, thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this. So, definitely, in this video, the trap was laid very well by Sam Gituko. You bought your vehicle, you paid tax. You've done with that one, you've registered your car. Then someone is coming to ask for another tax. An example of a laptop. You bought it, there is tax you pay also. It's indicated in the receipt. Now you are using your laptop, and because it is generating income, according to the explanation of Honorable Luke, should it be taxed again? That's the question. So he was unable to answer that, because once you say that I bought an item and therefore because it's generating income, it was taxed, it should continue to be taxed. Which kind of tax is this one? They can never explain that. So if you're going to that, then you're telling us that Ruto is going back into the Nyayo era, whereby you had to pay for, you have a radio, you pay for license. So it's like every year you pay for the permit of the radio. You have a TV, you do the same. Anything you own was taxed. That was the old way of collecting revenue. But we have KRA that came to exist, a brainchild of Musalia Mudavadi. It was for us to move from this old way of taxing and embrace the new way of generating taxing, of course, so that there is no double taxation, that you will not repeat taxing something that already it was bought, paid for, but you're still asking for taxes. So we are back into that era. These people, they just decide, they sit somewhere and think of how can we get money. So from Statehouse, they will make a decision. Let us increase maybe or, put a fee on a application of ID. Walikaa tu wakafikiria wakasema kwamba tuweke pale mtu alipe 1,000 to apply for an ID. They had a target maybe 100 billion Kenyan shillings, and how do they collect it? They put on this one, forgetting that it are just high school students who go to apply ID. These people are not working, they're just from school. So today they just sat down and thought of how can we get this money, put tax on the vehicle. So you would think that targeting, and Ruto will come to say that ni wale matajiri ndio watalipa hii because they own cars. You use this means of transport. Matatu owners are not going to carry this burden. They will transfer it to their customers and you will pay for that. So they cannot even explain this issue of motor vehicle taxes. They can't. But this is the idea. So this tells you that everything they bring to the So, and by the way, just get to understand that we have a problem with the power here. That's why it's on, off. So sorry for that. But by the way, we have to do this. So imagine this member of parliament will be in parliament to vote for a bill that he cannot explain to Kenyans about. He's just beating around the bush. He don't understand it. It's the same thing. Alice Wahome was selling UDA bottom up, and it was something she could not explain to the people. She wanted the same TV station, Citizen. What is bottom up? She could not explain. The same man now is here. He can't explain this tax. The examples he's bringing about, they are being challenged, and he cannot again make it clear which kind of a tax is this. So, hii ni ushuru ya Mheshimiwa William Ruto, ni njia zake za kutafuta pesa, but one question that will never answer Kenyans. 2 years in office, he has borrowed 4.6 trillion Kenyan shillings. Any tangible project to date, there is zero. This amount, you compare to Uhuru Kenyatta. Uhuru would have borrowed in 3 years' time or 4 years, the same amount. But Ruto has done it within 2 years, with zero projects. So, even if he overtax you people, it is very hard also to link William Ruto to any project as his, what he has started from zero and fulfilled. So, there is problem with when it comes to value for our taxes. Nothing tangible, nothing you can associate with and say that this one was done by William Ruto, 2 years in office. So you will pay more taxes without value for your taxes. Sijui wanangoja second term ndio tuone itakuwa ni nini? Big scam.